Hey, how y'all doing today? I don't do too much time on YouTube. I try to be a lot briefer than I am on Facebook. But on Facebook, I really just generally try to do, entertain everyone for 30 minutes or so. You know, some people go on lunch at 12:30. Some people go on lunch at 1. Some people might not be able to listen to it until they're in their car. Whatever the case may be, man, I just want everyone to know and understand that the wage disparity in our country is astronomically crazy. I just looked up a few things today, just a few things today, and I am disappointed in our politicians and how they went about tricking us as the American people. They went about confusing us over, with war talk and budget talk and, how the House and the Senate are divided on things and Republicans and Democrats are divided on things. But what they're not telling us is that we work for you, the American people. So when they go back to those town halls and they have to talk about health care, they have to talk about defense. They have to talk about what our president is doing as of late. They have to talk about all these other issues with these representatives of ours and find themselves in a peculiar position of not being able to understand how we get these peculiar people out of office. I must say to you, America, I know how we can do it. In each state, we formulate a group that does only one thing: write petitions for politicians who don't want to do what their constituents need them to do. And we plead with each constituent the need for them to sign the petition. We won't coerce them. We will give them truth. We will give them truth because there is nothing but truth. There is nothing but facts laid out right in front of us, America. We don't have to hide behind false truths. You see what I'm saying, America? We already know what they are. We already know what exists and how we must change what exists to better ourselves, better our environment, better our generations to come. And this is my emphasis on how we make America better than it's ever been. Because now it's up to us, America. It's up to the true American to fight the good fight. This isn't about race, creed, or color. This is about each and every one of us. White, black, Jamaican, European, Asian, Chinese, Japanese, and these are all Americans. These are people born here, generation after generation after generation. And the disparity, even for them, exists. But if you look up what the average Chinese man make, what the average Chinese woman make, most of them own businesses. So what they make is what they make based off of what they do to earn it, right? But you don't see very many black-owned businesses. And it's not to say that there isn't, but I could tell you a story about my uncle Jerry, who had a concrete business, a cement business, and was outbidding everyone, on them city contracts, them county contracts, and they figured out a way to stop him, bury my uncle. So I got firsthand knowledge of how they do what they do to make sure we don't rise. And that's why all of America is important in this. A thriving black business is just as good, if not better, and will do better as a thriving any ethnic business. Doesn't matter what your nationality is or your ethnicity group is. If we all make money, if we all prosper as a nation, we all grow as a nation. There is no discrimination of any kind. There is no tolerance for disobedience in one's neighborhood, because each one teach one. You see, that's how America go about becoming a better America. Each one teach one. We understand that racist feeling. We see how it was dreaded up over the course of this election. And it wasn't just racist bias, but it was also feminine bias. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't just a racist bias deal. It was a feminist bias deal. All these things played a big part. You know? And I asked myself, is the Electoral College full of racist people? Or do they now see the error of their ways? It's a topic for another day about that Electoral College. I'll give you that. And see, that's why it's important for wage increase immediately. We can't wait till 2024 for a wage increase. Can't wait that long to get to $15. By that time, certain ethnic groups won't be around to enjoy the $15 an hour. You know? And then everything else will be super high. And it'll be, even though you'll be making $15, you'll still be dealing with the issue right now that you're dealing with right now. Because it's only going to escalate the problem. Employers only going to complain and put lobbyists in place to try to make those changes happen. So what we have to do as an American society is put the proper people in place, in office, in our state and local legislatures, and allow them to do what is best for us, the constituents, the average American Joe. And I got an idea on what to do with the coal miners that no longer do coal. Got an idea for that. Now, I'm no genius or anything, but I am a common sense man, and I take a common sense approach to a lot of things that I do in my everyday life. Even raising my children, I try to use common sense because that's what God gave me. You see? So America, I know a lot of people might not want to hear the message. A lot of people might not want to, take in what I'm saying right now. A lot of people might not even subscribe to my page, and that's okay. But understand this, I'm going to be here every day, 6 days a week, giving you 10, 20, 30 minutes worth of information. And this information is only to prepare you to ask whoever's running in your town, your city, your state, simple questions. There hasn't been a wage increase in this country since 2007, in which case it was only raised to $7.25 an hour, I do believe. $7.75 in some places, perhaps. Now you think about that. The average American citizen, $7.25, $7.75 an hour, with the gas prices, the way now everybody do everything technology-wise, and how much all that stuff costs, and you find yourself wondering why your local politician hasn't decided to do a better job at demanding the increase of a federal minimum wage. And that's even when Democrats were in office and they were pushing through the Affordable Health Care Act. They also should have been pushing through, The federal wage increased to $15 an hour. Had Barack Obama did that, Black America still be standing behind him saying he was the greatest president that ever lived. Affordable Care Act is important. But in order to afford that Affordable Care Act, we need our state, local, and federal legislators, state, local, and government elected officials to do the right thing. Raise the federal minimum wage now, not later. Now. Before 2018. We need bills that make common sense to the average American. We need to be able to read those bills and understand those bills and quit telling us that we don't have a way to pay for it. Because we dang sure have a way to pay for these expensive, trips. We dang sure have a way to pay for, the 10, 11 day, break the Congress men and women take, the Senate take. We have money for them to do that, but we don't have money to get an ironclad bill. We don't have consensus to get an ironclad bill that raised the American federal wage to $15. No, miss the American people with 10, miss American people with 12, miss the American people with 13, miss us with all that. We saying right now we need $15 and we'll work on the rest. We'll work on getting more. But if corporations, shareholders have been making record profits, then the American people want to share in that record profit making. The American people deserve to share in that record profit making. They do. They should. They ought to. We ought to. As American citizens, we've worked hard. We put the global economy on our backs and rose to the occasion. Did we not? Did we not give to the auto industry? Did we not give to the banking industry? Did we not give to the Wall Street? Did we not give to the housing bubble? We gave, but what are we getting in return? What are we getting for all our sacrifice, America? This has to do with everybody. What are we getting for our sacrifice, America? What are you getting? And are you happy with what you got? You see, because I'm not comfortable. I won't be comfortable until my 7-year-olds, 9 years from now, know that $15 an hour, my dad helped put up the good fight. And 9 years later, they're able to start a job out at $17, $18 an hour. That's saying something for what could happen 9 years from today. So America, we got to work on this together, y'all. We have to take the time out, think about each other, and understand that if we all are successful, America is successful, and we can compete with anybody when we all feel successful. No matter if you pick up trash or work in a funeral parlor, you feel successful. I love the day where there's no messed up neighborhoods. I love that day. Wages need to increase. Stay safe, stay solid, stay strong. I'm out.